great. I feel I'm honored to be interviewed. It's such a great festival. I've been, I was lucky enough to win an award, but also to be on the jury a few years and look at
Mhm.
some of the films. It's always great, great content at
Thank
the
you, thank
festival.
you.
So there's something crazy that's happened recently about the film that I'll tell you maybe about, but it was a film which was unique because the lead actress, a Swedish actress called Frida Farrell,
Hmm.
was a real sex trafficking victim. So
Yeah.
the story of the film, even though it was embellished and dramatized, it actually really happened to her. And she wanted to tell this story of her horrible ordeal,
Yeah.
and she was looking for a director to tell this story. She didn't tell anyone on the crew that it was her real experience, but she interviewed me to be a director. I think she had a whole list of people, and the moment I sat down with her, maybe filmmakers have good intuition, I don't
Yeah.
know, but the moment I looked in her eyes, I realized, oh my goodness, it's her. This happened to her. And even though she told me weeks later. So when we went into filming, the screenwriter knew it was her real story, and I knew it was her real story, and no one else on the crew knew. And sometimes it was very, very hard for her, and she was in
Yeah.
tears, and she had to keep up the facade, but also the magic of filmmaking, you know. For me, it was amazing to be in this Paris Film Festival. I love
Yeah.
French cinema. That's one of my passions too. I perhaps watch more French films than I watch English films. I'm a full-time filmmaker, and when I'm not directing films, I'm editing films. So I
Hmm.
also edit films. And literally yesterday, one of the reasons I wasn't paying attention to Paris time was I was in a meeting for a little film to be shot here in London, where I'm talking from. This is just a short film, but it's a really fun short film that I'll be doing. It's a comedy about the system, fighting against the system, parking tickets and things
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, but I've also got I have another film that I might be doing in Singapore, which is a sci-fi concept film using virtual production.
Hmm.
So we have an
Very exciting right now.
application,
Yeah.
and I love sci-fi, so this would be a really, really interesting. And then I have two feature films that are also based on people's true stories. One is a World War II story, and the other one is a story about a nurse in the war. I think don't be discouraged when people say it's a tough industry. Don't be encouraged when people say it's the death of cinema. Hollywood is dead. European cinema is dead. Indie film is dead. Because people have been saying this since the birth of cinema. People have been
Yeah.
saying this for
Yeah.
100 years, um, 1,000 years. I don't know. But people are saying for 1,000 years there's nothing in art, and then look at the cave paintings,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think don't be discouraged. Follow your muse, and make films that are true to yourself, because so many young filmmakers are trying to uh, make something that they think will be trendy or popular, and
Hmm.
then it's just too generic, and we see this with when Hollywood just tries to repeat itself and thinks it's going to be another great film in the
Yeah.
franchise, and a lot of times it's diminishing returns. So I think for young filmmakers, young people who want to get into film, it's uh, it's a tough career path, but it's incredibly rewarding, especially in terms of friends and working with humans and working with people's passions. There's Yeah, what's the old saying is love what you do and you never have to work a day in your life, you know?
Yeah.